Hello, welcome to Old Nerd Reads' Marvel Comics in Order. This is episode 63. This time I read Marvel 2-in-1, number 21, the November 1976 issue. For those of you new, I'm doing a little project. I'm reading my Marvel comic book collection in release date order, publishing date order. I'm just getting started, and I've got a long ways to go, so stick around. I'll be going through all the comics, all the Marvel comics that I own, reading them in order, doing a video on each one that I read. This copy, pretty good condition. I would say it's very fine, definitely a very fine copy. Back cover's nice and white. Got some weird creases right there. I don't know where they would have come from. They look like they may have come from the printer. I don't know if you can even see them in the video, but this is in really nice condition. Pages are a little yellowed, not terrible, but otherwise nice and glossy, nice and bright. This issue is a team up between the Thing and Doc Savage. The greatest heroes of two eras fighting side by side against the deadly menace of Black Sun. So this is an interesting issue, written by Bill Mantlo, who's been doing a lot more of what I've been putting in these videos lately. Bill Mantlo's been writing a lot more and a lot more and a lot more. He's been doing a really good run on Marvel Team Up right now. And he's stepped in on Captain America and a few other things here and there. But now he's jumped over doing some more Marvel 2-in-1s. This issue is drawn by Ron Wilson with art by Pablo Marcos. Pretty good art in this issue. Ron Wilson, he did Fantastic Four for a good stretch. I read some of the earliest issues of Fantastic Four in my collection were drawn by Ron Wilson, and then he left that title to go do Deathlock in Marvel Premiere, Marvel Spotlight, Marvel Showcase. I don't know, one of those anthology type books that Marvel put out. Ron Wilson left Fantastic Four to do Deathlock in. Pablo Marcos, pretty popular inker. I don't know what he's most popular for, but I've seen his name a lot over the years, and he does a really good job on this issue. But this is kind of like a split screen issue for the first half. On one side we have modern day 1976, and on the other side we have 1936, Doc Savage's time. So modern time with a Fantastic Four, Doc Savage's time in the 1930s on the right side of the pages. But they have a similar visitor in both timelines. A girl comes to the Baxter building, and she's beat up. And a girl comes to visit Doc Savage at the Empire State Building, and she's beat up as well. And they are, I think, mother and daughter is the way it works. And the daughter, of course, is the younger of the two in 1976, visiting the Fantastic Four. The mother visiting Doc Savage in 1936. The mother, her husband knows Doc Savage somehow, but they both tell a similar story. In 1976, their family estate is crumbling from neglect. They're out of money. In 1936, it was new and looking good. They had plenty of money at the time. But both women, the daughter and the mother, are plagued by, the daughter is plagued by her brother, the mother plagued by her husband. They're inventors. And they're driven by their desire to complete their invention. And they're making life rough for the women in their life. The brother's making life rough for his sister. The father was making life rough for the mother. They built this sky cannon, is what it's called, a sky cannon. And they're going to use it to draw down energy from the stars. And we're still in parallel here. We're still in 1976 on the left side of the page, 1936 on the right side of the page, up until now. Now we're going to go top and bottom. Here's the Fantastic Four heading towards the estate with the Sky Cannon. Here is 1936, Doc Savage doing the same thing with his gyrocopter. And we're back to side by side. So in 1976, the brother is about to shoot off the Sky Cannon, and the Fantastic car drives right in the way of the beam. And then in 1936, the father is about to shoot off the Sky Cannon, and Doc Savage's gyrocopter gets in the way of the beam, which of course puts all of our heroes in the same timeline. So we're all together now. But the sky beam pulls down the energy, and it also pulls these two, the son and the father, pulls them together. Now they're they turn into Black Sun. And so the Fantastic Four and Doc Savage and his team, they all make it to the ground safely. And of course, we've got to take on Black Sun now. And a big fight ensues. Pretty good artwork. Ron Wilson, he's a really good artist. Depending on who inks him, I like him to varying degrees. I think Pablo Marcos inking is good for Ron Wilson's art. But we have a big fight, of course. And it goes pretty much right up to the last page where they finally defeat Black Sun. And when he's defeated, the power of the Sky Cannon dissipates, and it sends our time traveling heroes back to their respective times. And it's kind of bizarre. I don't know, was Doc Savage a property that Marvel had at the time? It seems like there's some Doc Savage DC comics from the 80s. I can't remember exactly, but did Marvel publish Doc Savage comics? That's kind of strange. He's in here just, this one issue, and that's it. And the Marvel heroes know about Doc Savage. They say so in the story. So I'm not sure how this worked. It's kind of an interesting team up between the Thing and Doc Savage. Anyway, if anybody has any inside baseball on this team up and who had the rights to publish Doc Savage stories at this time, please comment that down below. I'd like to find out. Otherwise, stick around for more Old Nerd reading his Marvel Comics in order videos. I got lots more to go. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.